Hi and welcome to Pom Pom Perinatal. My name's Eleanor and today I have a 5-minute postnatal yoga sequence for you that's going to be focusing on helping you to breathe better. So why do we want to do that? Well, why does it matter? Well, firstly, obviously we feel so much better after we've taken a couple of deep breaths, right? And so that in itself is a wonderful reason. But being able to breathe better can also really help with any diastasis recti healing or any pelvic floor dysfunction. There. Okay. Hi and welcome to Pom Pom Perinatal. My name is Eleanor and I have a 5-minute postnatal yoga sequence for you that's going to be focused on helping you to breathe better. And why do we want to do this? Well, we feel so much better when we do take some lovely deep breaths. It can make all the difference. So that in itself is wonderful. But also being able to breathe better is going to help to deal with any diastasis recti issues and any pelvic floor issues as well. So just the simple act of breathing can do so much for us. Okay, so we're going to start in a child's pose. And ideally we want to bring the knees together for this one because we're going to compress the belly a little bit here. And you can use a pillow or a bolster to help make this pose work for you. You can also bring this over the ankles, same with a pillow or a folded blanket, whatever makes this comfortable for you. So as long as we're looking for that belly to be compressed a little bit, and that's going to help us to breathe into the lower back. So as you're here, maybe closing the eyes, really enjoying this, and taking deep breaths, sending them towards the lower back. That's going to help to massage this area, stretch out this area. Then coming back up, we'll come into a seated position, comfortable seated position. We're going to look at the rib cage. So putting hands on the rib cage here so you've got some feedback. As you inhale, we want to try and to move those ribs apart from each other. And as you exhale, squeezing the ribs. And I want to do a full exhale here. So squeezing out all the air until you can't speak anymore. And see if you can get those ribs. If you start to feel dizzy, then stop doing this. Otherwise, just practicing. And this can feel very strong. And what we're doing when we've got this ribcage mobility is we're really helping with diastasis and pelvic floor. Because sometimes we have ribs that are a little bit too far apart and they might pull the abs a little bit further apart, which isn't going to help you with any diastasis recti. Or if it's a little bit too narrow, then you kind of push pressure down on the pelvic floor, on the lower abdominal area as well. So if we can engage that core area as we inhale, moving those ribs further apart, which is going to be really useful if you are a little bit narrower in the rib cage. And really squeezing out all that air if you're a little bit too wide. So playing around with what's working for you, what feels strong, what needs a little bit of work, bringing that compassion to your body. You've been through a really long journey here where your body has taken on a lot. So no judgment here, just seeing where you're at. We're going to apply these breaths to some twists now. So inhaling, reaching up, thinking long in the spine, long in the back of the neck. Exhaling, twisting around one way, allowing the arms to pull. Inhaling, thinking long in the back of the neck. And exhaling, twisting a little deeper. And thinking of sending that breath either into the rib cage or into the lower back. Just maybe playing around with it even. Doing a couple of breaths towards the rib cage. See if you can get that expansion and release going on, and you don't have to squeeze all the air out all the time. And a couple of breaths into the lower back. And we'll come back to center, do the same on the other side. So inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, twisting around the opposite way, allowing the hands to pull. Inhaling, thinking long in the back and in the back of the neck. And then exhaling, twisting deeper if it's comfortable. Doing a couple of breaths towards the rib cage. To the lower back. And inhaling back to centre. So thank you so much for joining me today. Hope that was yummy. Namaste.